Alright, good evening everyone. Just, double check the audio levels a second. Perfect. So, very happy new year to you all. We're now officially in 2019. That's a bit strange for me to think about. And I say this every year that new year happens. Because honestly, I get confused when I have to end up writing the date for something. Just because, I want to keep writing, the previous year. At least it happens for, the first few, weeks, and I'm like, oh wow, we're in a different year, so I have to write a new number, and it's and it's super bizarre for me because, I actually remember the past 10 years, because, when I was, in year 2000, I was, 6, and I don't remember much of it, so, I don't really remember having to switch from 1999 to 2000. I mean, I probably had a difficult time, especially back then, because you're having to change literally every single number, not just the first one, or not just the last one, sorry. And so it's so strange because for the past, I guess 10 years, I remember having to switch out the years, so when 2010 hit, and then 2011, and then 2012, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and now 19. And then, we're getting even closer now to the 2020s, and it's really mind-boggling just how crazy that really is. I don't know, for me it's I'm optimistic for 2019, but I'm cautious at the same time, just because 2018 for 2018 for me, I just crashed into this stupid guy. 2018 for me was a mixed bag. It was a great year because I got to go to Europe, and I finished my first year of seminary, and a bunch of great stuff happened at the same time. I had my injury, and I don't know, it's a very mixed bag. I also had the flu over Christmas, so I just finished celebrating Christmas technically on the 30th, and it was very lovely. It was very intimate and small, and I thought it was nice. And then I finally decided to buy myself a tablet. I've been wanting one for a while now, and I was just sort of hemming and hawing as to which one to get, and is it worth spending the extra money to get the more premium stuff? And then I determined that to myself that it is worth it to get the premium stuff, because it'll last for a long while. Because I was debating on whether to get the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 or the S4. And I mean, the S4 has the better processor, has the better storage space, has pretty much the better everything, and it also looks better in terms of the dimensions. So the S3 is a 9.7 inch tablet, and the S4 is 10.5, so that's almost a whole extra inch. And I feel for me that would make a difference, especially if I'm watching YouTube or streaming something or whatever. So I decided just to spend the extra, I think it was $150 difference. I decided to just spend it, and plus it also comes with extra features that you can't get on the S3. You can get Dex mode, which is sort of turning your tablet into a desktop experience. So I figured that I might as well spend a little extra, get the extra features, and then I also am getting myself a case, a Bluetooth keyboard, a Bluetooth mouse, because the one that Samsung has is on for $100, and I'm not spending $100 on a case. I'm sorry, but that's some Apple stuff that you're trying to pull. No thanks. I'll stick to buying the parts separately, and honestly, I don't want something dinky for a keyboard, so I want a decent sized keyboard. So I'm hoping that the one that I selected will work. Although I do have to wait to buy it because my tablet won't arrive until it's scheduled to arrive in about 15 days, like 15 calendar days, and like Amazon stuff can ship within like 2 days easily. So I'm gonna hold off on buying the accessories until it's closer to my tablet date, so that I don't have to worry about like, you know, having the products for too long and like missing out on like returns in case I don't like it, and I also don't want to wait until way after I buy the tablet because I don't want to use the tablet without the case, especially if I'm spending it was like $700, and then you have to add the tax, so like $800 on a piece of technology. I'm getting that thing protected, although I didn't get the extra insurance coverage because that's just a scam, I find, because like I've done that with my previous cell phone, and then I still had to end up paying like $170 on top of the insurance that I've already been paying for it to get it repaired, and I'm like, no. So like I don't even have insurance on my phone because it's like, it's not worth it, I'm sorry, but like, why should I pay money if I'm already paying money for you people to repair my phone? And like, it was a like, I wasn't like I didn't drop it or anything, it just like suddenly stopped working, and I'm like, I would like the phone repaired, and it's like, well, you have to pay an extra $170. I'm like, no, that's not happening. So I said, screw it, and they're like, are you gonna get the insurance? It's like, I really recommend you get the insurance. It's like, nope, because I'm not getting shammed out of, you know, $200. It's like, no, I will be careful with my devices, thank you very much. Yeah, no, the only type of insurance that I would actually get is like life insurance, health insurance, you know, because like medical stuff, that actually like does shit, but like tech insurance, like you'd have to really read the fine print, because like 90% of the time it's just like, oh, it doesn't actually cover it because it's what it said in the legal print, la la la, and I'm like, like I didn't bother getting the extended warranty. Like, I'll take the manufacturer's warranty that comes with it, and like, that's fine. And I mean, like, if I don't end up liking the tablet after like a week, I can still return it, which is kind of nice. But I mean, I highly doubt that I don't think I like it. I've done so much research into it. I've done a lot of like hemming and hawing, and I'm just like, okay, enough's enough. Like, let's just do this. And so I did it. And so now I'm waiting for it to be delivered. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope that your New Year's went well, to those who are watching this back. I just picked out on finger foods and had the final sip of the first bottle of wine that I bought from San Marino that was already open. I don't know, I don't do much for New Year's anymore. I get the appeal. I enjoy the appeal if it's with other people, but like celebrating it alone is like, eh. So yeah, I didn't do very much for New Year's. To be honest, I'm kind of boring. But I hope that your New Year's went pretty well. I hope that you enjoyed yourself responsibly and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, normally I would talk about like news or something at this point, but because it's the holidays, like, everything's off, so like I can't talk about Brexit, I can't talk about like Canadian Parliament stuff because like everyone's off. I'm currently taking a journey to Rome, so I'm hoping that will be long enough to satisfy a stream's worth of content for today. Something else I need to definitely get for myself is a proper microphone, because like I'm holding up my the part of my of a broken headset. Like one of the earbuds have actually popped off, so like I'm basically holding like a broken, because like I was gonna throw this out, but like because the mic still works and I can actually use this on my laptop, I'm like, why not? But I actually do need a proper microphone to like speak into and stuff. But I just need to do some shopping around on Amazon. I may buy it with my tablet accessories, just so like I'm ordering stuff like all at once, so I don't have to worry about like minimal shipping costs, because like I love Amazon Prime, but sometimes you do need a minimal amount, like $35. So, and plus since I'm already buying stuff anyway, it's like I might as well get it out of the way. Oh shoot, one thing I did forget to do, and I will do it once I'm on a straight section of road, is that I always forget to plug in my laptop. Because last time I tried to do stream, my laptop died midway through the stream. Oh shoot, I crashed into a car. That's my bad, okay. Cruise control, please don't crash. I'm not controlling the vehicle right now. Like seriously, I'm not even like steering it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I would probably just wait. Actually, I might go shopping around because like I'm still having to wait like a week or two before I actually make my Amazon purchase. So I'll look around for microphones and see what's there. I mean, like I don't want anything too fancy because I'm not a permanent streamer, but it's nice to actually have like a working microphone, and plus I could use it for like my phone, my tablet potentially if I wanted to do other forms of live streaming on there. And I think it's a pretty good thing to have. So yeah, it's that's what's going on. What type of finger foods did I have? If I start discussing food, I'm gonna make myself hungry. But I did have like spring rolls, pot stickers, coconut shrimp, like breaded coconut shrimp, regular shrimp, like pork and chicken tenders, I guess you'd call them, and like a variety of like different savory pastry things, and deep fried pickles. I'm a really big fan of deep fried pickles. The problem is that sometimes the batter can get a bit, I don't know if it's like soggy or like it's not as crispy as you get it in a restaurant. So I mean, they're still very delicious, don't get me wrong. Like I love the deep fried pickles, they're really good. And they're extremely hot too. Like the actual pickle inside gets super hot. And I mean, like we just put them in the oven. We didn't like deep fry them again because we bought them from a store in Canada. I don't know if it's in America, but in Canada it's called M&M Food. Well, it's actually called M&M Food Market now. It used to be called M&M Meat Shops. And I guess that was because they started as a meat shop when they first opened, but then they really changed their products. So it's mostly like you know, pre-made meals, appetizer hors d'oeuvres, dips and sauces, and like chicken and beef. Like it's a bit of everything. And their products are actually really good for the most part. There's like one or two things where they're kind of like but a lot of their products are actually pretty good, and they're all frozen. So it's sort of your I guess it's sort of like a cheat, I guess, if you don't want to like make it yourself, but like considering the volume of products and like the amount of variety, like you wouldn't have time to make like 20 different hors d'oeuvres, you know. And they also make like desserts, and like they make like burger patties and like other various things. Like it's actually quite extensive. Oh, you piece of... See, this car saw that I turned into a lane and decides to like turn into the same lane anyway. So I was forced to use the hard shoulder to like go around this guy. But yeah, I mean, it would be called M&M Food Market now. I always call it M&M Meat Shops. That's what it used to be called. They make frozen pre-made stuff, and they're a pretty good company. I mean, I like them. I don't know if they're in America or not. But they're known in Canada. I mean, I've always lived at least near at least one, mostly. And yeah, I enjoy their foods quite a lot. Especially since you literally just like pop them in the oven for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side, and then, you know, eat them. So yeah, and then basically I had what we call Nanaimo bars for dessert, and it's sort of like a chocolate, it's not a chocolate pastry, it's like a chocolate square that has like a buttercream filling in the middle and like a hard piece of chocolate on the top. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's very Canadian. It's like, I think the most Canadian dessert that's like well known, like other than like eating maple syrup off a stick, or like like maple candies. And then we also had like butter tarts and stuff, which I think are in America as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it was a pretty low-key New Year's. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't like, I mean, like, I haven't done anything wild for New Year's, I don't think ever, really. I'm trying to remember, like, the last time I actually did, like if I ever went to a party for New Year's, and I don't think I have. I can think it's always been, like, just quiet time at, like, home and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I actually have. But, I don't know, I'm not much of a, not much of a New Year's person, I guess. But yeah, I hope that 2019 is a prosperous and joyous time for everyone. And it's funny, we said the same thing about 2018, and like for the Americans, they had to deal with their politicians, and it's like, ugh. I still can't believe, like, it's real half the time. Like, watching American politics is literally like watching a soap opera, and I've watched soap operas in my time, and they're like really over the top, like the most ridiculous circumstances, and like watching American politics is like, some of this is the most ridiculous circumstances, like, you know, caging children and like threatening to close your southern border. It's like, you can't, I mean, like, hypothetically you can do that, but like, it's really inadvisable to, you know, not shut down your southern border, because it's a pretty large border. It'd be like Canada shutting down its like only border with the States. Like, I get, like, in terms of like crisis, like, for example, we closed our border in 9/11, and that makes sense because we don't want like criminals escaping from the United States potentially, and like that, see, that sort of thing makes sense. But like, you know, illegal immigration's been a thing for decades. You know, it's not a new crisis. I mean, like, I get asylum seekers. I'm for asylum seekers because, like, they're fleeing some pretty messed up stuff. But, like, I also get how people want these people to enter legally when, like, I heard someone in one of the interviews of the, I think it was the Honduran caravan, one of the caravans, they were saying, we want to go to America, we want a job so we can live a better life. It's like, that's great, but like, you have to do that legally. You know, like, there are plenty of impoverished people that want to do that, but like, there needs to be some sort of law and order, because like, if we started accepting every single person, they would become overrun, and that's the crisis that they're facing. So like, I get why people want border security, because there are people that literally just want a job, and I'm like, you know, that's nice, but like, you need to do that legally. You can't just be like, now granted, like, if you're fleeing gang violence or something, that's a bit different, that's a different story, because like, that shit's real. And you know, that's different if you're seeking like a sheltered life from gang violence, but it's just like, if you're living a normal life in a country and then it's like, oh no, I just want a job in a better country, it's like, you know, what's the you know, where's the legal part? Because like, there has to be law and order, you know. It can't just be like, stroll across the border and do whatever you please. But yeah, just, I'm gonna slow down my speed because I need to do something really quickly. But yeah, see, don't text and drive. Because it is not a good idea. Especially since I'm not paying attention to the road. Okay, there we go. See, I'm driving like a perfectly normal person. Except that I'm crashing into a barrier. I hate these tight corners. Like, I don't know who designs roads, I mean, like, obviously in this game, but like in the real life, you know, the roads are pretty accurate, but like, who designs roads like that? Like, that's such a tight fit for trucks, especially with like longer cargo. It's just like, how are you supposed to, like, you know, handle that sort of thing? I just need to double check the map, see where I am. Oh, and I'm missing out on Dover. Oh, because it's wanting me to take the... Really? Good channel again? Okay. But at least I made it. I'm gonna make it off the UK soon enough, and then the rest of it should be... Actually, let me just confirm my path. Excuse me, before we go any further. That... Yeah, that really is the most direct route, isn't it? Now, can I stop in Ream? I can stop in Ream, perfect, because I'm gonna do that. I like discovering cities along the way, so I'm gonna do that. I'll stop by Ream, go through Zurich, go through Milan. See, Florence is sort of out of the way, but I'm gonna... Okay, 25. I was trying to remember to actually like keep an eye on the 25 and 7. So it's 25 and 7, and I've got... Oh, I've got like 60-49. Okay, I'm good for time. So yeah, I'll do those. I'm not even sure if I'll do the full route. Seeing how it's still pretty dead at the moment in terms of anyone actually coming to see me, and I also didn't have lunch, and I probably need to eat. I'm so tempted to leave just right now because I'm so hungry. But I haven't been streaming for that long, and I'll put out more content at least. The weakness of being hungry, and I'm also very tired. Like, I didn't even, like, okay, I stayed up till like midnight, but like I didn't stay up till like 1 or 2. And I don't know, I haven't done very much today. So, I don't know. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me right now. So yeah, I'm, what do I discuss? See, this is the problem of, like, doing YouTube, is, like, you need to be entertaining, but, like, if there's no one to entertain, what do you do? I mean, I could just be silent until someone shows up, but, like, that wouldn't be fair to the playback people. And it's not like I can tell you just to, like, skip ahead 5 minutes, because I don't know what the future's gonna be like. You know, there could someone that should be showing up in, like, 1 minute. You know, I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't advertised this stream at all to anyone, I think, other than my subscribers, so, like, I don't know. Ugh. Alright. I think I have decided to... Yeah, I'm gonna end this as soon as I finish. As soon as I cross the channel tunnel, I'm gonna cut it short. Because I'm tired, I'm hungry, there's no one here. It's January 1st. Happy New Year. Here's this little stream. Maybe I'll pick it up again later, but I'm... I'm tired and hungry, and that doesn't make me that doesn't put me in a good mood, so cross the channel. It costs 300 euros to use a channel tunnel. That's expensive. But alright, have yourself a wonderful New Year's Day. Happy January 1st, happy 2019, and I will catch you guys hopefully at another stream. I don't know if I'll do another one today, or if I don't know. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and have a great 2019. Peace, y'all.